Hi everybody, my name's Lauren and today I'm going to give you 3 easy hacks to stop cracking in your high voice. So these are techniques that I work on with my students every single week in their voice lessons and they work. So by the end of this video, you're gonna have 3 new tools to get you up into that head voice and get you singing high better than ever before. Thanks for joining me. The first hack is finding your naturally open mouth. A lot of times people come into my studio and they sing like this all the time. Yeah, you couldn't even hear me speak, right? So how the heck are you supposed to hear me sing in my head voice if my mouth is closed? Not gonna happen. So look up at the sky or at your ceiling, okay? Now open up your mouth, let your jaw just release. Okay, now bring it down. That's my natural open. That's pretty much what it looks like when I'm singing in my head voice. Right? So if you're going up and your mouth is getting more closed, that is definitely a reason why you are cracking. So raise your hand if you're in that camp. Okay, thank you for your honesty. So practice singing in front of a mirror. See what your mouth is doing. This is a great way to practice. You don't have to do it all the time, but sometimes it really gives you a bird's eye view of what's going on with your mouth that you don't normally notice. Step 2. Use a high speaky voice to find the pitch first. Women, I'm going to use the C above middle C. Men, I'm going to use middle C. So this is, I don't want to say it's an awkward note in everybody's voice, but it's definitely that note that's like things usually switch. Or for men, you maybe already switched or you're about to switch. So women, this is your first note in your head voice unless you are a high soprano. In that case, you maybe transition at D. So, men, you're down here. Hi, hi, hi. So I just want you to use it saying hi. Hi. Women, you're up here. Hi, hi. Do you notice that as soon as I go, hi, everything lifts up, even my body. Hi. You know what else is lifting up? My soft palate. Okay, so that is where we're getting the space from in our mouths. My mouth is also opening. Hi! But it's not going like this. Hi! Right? Because that messes up your larynx. So unfortunately, there is such a thing as having your mouth too open. So I'm sure some people fall into that camp as well. I find myself there sometimes. So just make sure that when you're opening your mouth, it's a natural open. It's just like somebody took your jaw and went, no. Did you like that sound effect? Right? But you're not opening your mouth like you're at the doctor's office saying, ah, right? So, what was that again? Pitch the note in your speaking voice. Hi, hi, for men. Hi, hi, hi. Now you want to sing that. Ready? Hi, hi, hi. Hi, hi, hi. That literally feels like I'm still speaking. Weird, right? Our speaking voice and our singing voice are so similar, and one can inform the other as well. So if it's easy to speak, it will probably be easy to sing as long as you keep the breath going. Which leads me to my third hack, which is use bubble lips on slides to get you up to your high voice. Okay, what does that mean? First of all, bubble lips. I'm using air to vibrate my lips together. Right? So if you're having a hard time doing it, it might take a little bit of practice at first, but this is going to be a game changer in your singing because I do this all the time when I'm learning new pieces. And just when I'm warming up too. So if you're having a hard time, you can go like this. Sometimes gathering your lips together helps a little bit. Or you can also do a tongue trill. That can work. Other option is using a which isn't as good, so you definitely want to work towards being able to do the bubble lips. I'm just saying, like when you're trying to fall asleep at night, it works. I know you're thinking, that's not gonna work. It's not gonna happen for me. It's gonna happen for you, just keep working on it. The tongue roll is actually harder, so if you can do the tongue roll and not the bubble lips, I'm impressed, I'm just saying. Okay, so let's do the slide, and I'm gonna suggest slides on fifths because a fifth is a big enough jump that you can feel yourself going into the higher register without doing like an octave, which is a lot more drastic. A third, too close. So definitely stick with a fifth. So I'm gonna start, you always wanna work into your head voice, right? You don't wanna just like pop into it, and you don't wanna do it as the first exercise of your warm up. So if you're just trying to warm up right now, I would go back and watch some of the breathing exercises. I'll link those at the end of the video, and I'd go back and watch the warm up, how to warm up your voice, because this is more of a middle of your warm up session thing when you're already feeling a little bit warmed up. So I'm gonna start on D, the D right above middle C, and I'm going up to an A. And men, you're obviously gonna be an octave lower. So when you're on your way up, I want you to imagine that you are touching every single one of those notes. That's what's gonna help you with this slide. Might have skipped one, I'm not sure. One more. That's your head voice. You are in the middle of it right now. You've definitely switched, no matter if you're a man or a woman. So that was easy, right? So it's something about that slide with the bubble lips, because the bubble lips, the fact that we're keeping them vibrating means that our air is still coming. So we know that, and we also think, oh my gosh, that was so easy because there was no way for you to apply any pressure down here, which is also a big reason that people crack. So we just did those four. I want to do that again, and I want to do it on an E. So everyone say E, E, E. Ready? E. See how I'm touching every note? E. I'm thinking height. I'm thinking breath. E. One more. And that, my friends, is how you transition into head voice. You have to give yourself crutches, okay? So these are tools. You're not going to perform with these, obviously, But the important thing is that you're practicing with the right technique so that when you go to your open mic, when you go to your performance, when you go to your competition, your body remembers how you practice, because practice makes permanent, okay? So you want to make sure you are completely aware of what you are doing while you warm up and while you work on your song. I'm going to add a little bonus tip in here. I do not think it's a good idea to warm up your voice while you are listening to somebody else sing a recording of a song. It's fine if you're doing warm-ups, but when you listen to somebody else sing a full song and that's how you're warming up your voice, you're training yourself to mimic that sound, especially when you go into a higher voice. And when you mimic a sound, you manipulate your own sound, right? So your sound is what makes you special. So manipulating sound is another reason for voice cracks. So these exercises help you to be true to your sound, which is what we want, right? Because nobody else sounds like you do. Okay guys, if you liked this video, I made something so special for you. I made a free 3-day course on how to sing high notes. We go over this kind of stuff. We do a couple of voice exercises, and it's almost 30 minutes of free content, all yours. So I'm gonna link that right below. Please subscribe. I know some of you out there that are watching these every week have not yet subscribed, and I'm begging you, please do it. It would mean the world to me. It's like giving me a virtual hug whenever you subscribe. Okay, I hope you had fun, and I can't wait till next week. Have a fun week singing. Talk to you later.